Hey, what's going on, everybody? Island Living back with another top 5 video. Today we are doing the top 5 pros of moving to and living in Puerto Rico. Are you ready? Let's hit it. All right, number 5 is going to be the tropical feel. As you can see, just around me here, just the lushness. There's more rain because of the mountain range in the middle. The Cordillera Central and around El Yunque in the northeast part of the island. And that more rain just makes it feel more like the tropics. I know when I was moving to the U.S. Virgin Islands in 2010, I expected it to be more of a tropical climate, and it's the reality is it's more dry, it's more arid. It's hard to grow things there. My wife tried and really got really frustrated with the inability to grow things in Puerto Rico. By contrast, man, it is crazy how things grow here, how quickly, how much fresh fruit, and just that tropical feel, the waterfalls everywhere, the rainforest. It's really what you would expect, more so than some of the other islands when you're talking about moving to a tropical island. Puerto Rico definitely fits that category. It's called the Isla del Encanto, the Enchanted Island, and I think that's for good reason. Really is a beautiful island, one of the most beautiful places that I've been to in the Caribbean, and this is why we call it home today. I should say one of the reasons why we call it home. Let's continue on the top 5 pros of living in Puerto Rico. Number 4 on the list is going to be that there's a lot to do. It's a big island. But there's just a ton of things to do. Concerts that are going on all the time, big resorts, golf, world-class golf courses. There's even an ice skating rink on the island. There's just a lot of things to do. There's cave systems you can go in and explore. There's the bioluminescent bays. There's Old San Juan, which makes you feel like you're in a European city in the middle of the Caribbean. The Condado area, Isla Verde, is more like a Miami South Beach scene. It's just hopping. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot to do, and you're not going to get bored on this island, so that's a great thing. All right, number 3 on the pros of living in Puerto Rico is going to be the culture. We talked about this a little bit, I think, in another video, but the culture of the Puerto Rican people is just amazing. They're going to treat you like family. They're going to be warm and welcoming and inviting. They're going to want to cook for you. They're going to want to, dig their caña out of the ground from last year and make you drink it. Just all kinds of things. I mean, just the people are just so warm. They like to have a good time, and what's not to love about that? Love the culture of the Puerto Ricans. Number 2 on the pros list is going to be the cost of living, and some of my Puerto Rican friends may disagree with this because they're complaining about how things are getting more expensive here, and that may be true, but it's all relative. The cost of living in the States, inflation is running rampant here in 2023, and the cost of living here is pretty flat. Gas is going to be, I think, a little bit less than Ohio, where I'm from, and the groceries. My parents were just down here and commenting in the grocery store about how cheap everything was compared to the Midwest, and the Midwest is one of the cheaper parts of the U.S. So again, the fast food hasn't gotten crazy, and people are still working in fast food here for $8.50, $9 an hour, and that's actually a more reasonable living wage. Now, it's still not great, but nobody in the States is working for $8 or $9 an hour nowadays, right? And so the restaurants, they've raised all the prices to kind of compensate for that. But again, everything here is very affordable, very reasonable. And your dollar, especially if you're retiring, semi-retiring, it's definitely, it's going to go further here. So that's definitely a pro of living in Puerto Rico. All right, the number 1 pro of living in Puerto Rico is the food. And I cannot overhype this enough. Puerto Ricans know how to cook. I'm telling you what. And yeah, maybe it's unhealthy. Maybe it's fried in lard and it's meat stuffed inside of meat with cheese and bacon wrapped on it. I mean, it's just, the food is amazing. They know how to cook. I'm telling you, I don't even look at the restaurant reviews on Yelp or Google anymore. I just randomly show up to a place, and it's just amazing. People come down. I take them to, my favorite restaurant, which shout out to K Barberry Dodd, a little parking lot bar in Las Piedras. But man, everything on the menu is amazing. But that's not even a shout out just to them. Every restaurant on the island is amazing. Yes, you may get some dried mofongo here and there, but I mean, everything. We even had a friend come over from St. Thomas, went to Wendy's and said, "This is the best Wendy's I've ever had in my life." So they can even cook fast food better. Just the food is amazing. I love all of the Puerto Rican food. It is the number one on my list, and I'm not a foodie, but number one, hands down, some of the best food in the world. You're going to find it on the island of Puerto Rico. If you like this content, hopefully you did. Do me a solid, subscribe to the Island Living channel, like this video, and we'll be back for more. Thanks, everybody. Be blessed.